This Celayix training video is for Shift Affirmation feature of Celayix, available in Release 900. Shift Affirmation allows management to be sure that employees are aware of and agree with your company guidelines. You can have your employees affirm that they're following your guidelines as they check into their shift. This can be useful for cases such as COVID-19, where you need your employees to be aware of specific requirements to do their job. As they attempt to check into their shift, they'll be presented with a message that you've configured, and they must respond yes to proceed with the check-in. You've got full control over the message. For example, this employee is required to affirm that they have sufficient personal protective equipment, they don't have COVID-19 systems, they'll maintain social distancing. They have to press yes to continue with the check-in. If they press no, the check-in will be blocked. As you can see from the red message, they're told they have to accept the company policies. On the other hand, when they press yes, they'll be checked in successfully. Now, if you've allowed your employees to do unscheduled check-ins, then the affirmation check will be done also at that point. You set up Shift Affirm inside Schedule Express in the Shift Options menu. So you go to Settings, Employees, Shift Options, and Affirm Shift. You turn on the option at the top of the section on the right-hand side here. You enter your affirmation text that the employee must agree to. Sufficient PPE, COVID-19, social distancing. Now, if the employee has to press yes, then check the checkbox at the bottom. If you just want them to see the message, but you don't need their formal agreement, then don't put the check mark. Now, after the employee checks in, you can see the affirmation status by going to the shift in the schedule and taking a look at the shift log. You double-click on the shift, and then at the top here, you press what looks like a person with a clock next to it. And that's the log of events that the employee has taken. They've affirmed the shift, then they checked in. Incidentally, this log is also where you'd see assigned tasks that the employee performed, as well as freeform notes, attachments, photos, signatures that they might have logged on this shift. So to sum up, we saw how the employees can be required to read and to agree to your company policies, like COVID-19 guidelines. In this way, you can be sure that the employee is aware of what you require of them. So, you set up the affirmation options and message inside Schedule Express. The employee uses Team Express to check into their shift. That's when they're presented with the message. They have to say yes. Finally, if you care to, you can go back into Schedule Express, look at the shift log to see what they did. When did they affirm it? I mentioned earlier, Celayix Release 900 is required for this option. If you don't have 900, you want to get on 900, then just contact support at celayix.com. There are more videos available on our Celayix support YouTube channel. We're always adding new ones, so feel free to subscribe.